This is the go-home show for the TLC pay-per-view in our My GM mode series. Now, all our rivalries are already maxed out, so how are we going to do well in the ratings? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of My GM mode. So we are looking at what we got in store for this week, the go-home show of TLC. Now, Triple H wants us to schedule a run-in on one of the champions. I think I have an idea of how we can do that. We also have Lana wants a grudge match against Vikki MacLeod within 3 weeks, which will be her TLC opponent, but I believe that rivalry is the only one not maxed out at the moment. That one we might be able to get done this week. Titus O'Neil, one of our newest members of the SmackDown roster, wants to make an appearance in front of his home crowd. That one could be done easily, and beyond that, it's all contract stuff. So let's go to our power cards real quick, see what we have available. I see two things that are really catching my eye, kind of three. All three of these are really catching my eye. First, let's see, is there anyone with contract negotiation we can extend? There is. We have Vikki MacLeod and as well as Sheamus. Vicky's going to be relatively affordable to renew, so let's use that card on Sheamus real quick. That way we don't have to worry about that. I want to at least get the TLC card because TLC is the next match card. I know I'm going to have a tables match for sure at TLC, and then double cost I might want to get. So let's figure out what we can do first, how much everything's going to cost, and then from there see if we have room for power cards. So looking at our main event, honestly, like I said, we have maxed out rivalries other than this tag rivalry with Roman and Brock versus Breezango, but I'm not really doing anything with that rivalry anymore, so we're just going to ignore that. But beyond that, we do have Vikki MacLeod and Lana as really the only options for rivalry we can actually book together. So I think that would make a decent main event because it's a level 2 rivalry that will more than likely go to a level 3 going in the TLC, which is good. Now we need to schedule a run-in on one of our champions, so that leaves us with either Roman Reigns or with Asuka. Roman Reigns is not going to be fighting at TLC, but Asuka will be. So I think having Roman Reigns as the person to get run on works perfectly. We also have Brock Lesnar and R-Truth at TLC are competing for the #1 contendership for the Universal Championship. The winner will face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, R-Truth is the face. He's a fighter. It goes well with Roman. So we're going to have that be the actual match. And then the interference is going to be Brock Lesnar, not on R-Truth though, but on Roman Reigns because he wants that Universal Championship. So I think that would be a good starter match. It's not a rivalry. It has a run-in. It's a good starter one. Now, if we go to our mid cards here, once again, all rivalries are maxed out. We've been doing Otis and Elias versus Breezango a lot for like the past 2 episodes, or maybe 3 actually. So let's not put that as a match, but I do want to get some tag matches in. So we do a tag team match. We do Asuka, the current SmackDown Women's Champion, and Nikki ASH, a potential #1 contender for the Women's Championship, versus the former champion, Charlotte Flair, and another potential #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. All 4 of these superstars will be in a TLC match at TLC. We're going to have it for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and we're going to have it for a #1 contenders match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So let's put that together, and that leaves us with one more match and all of these superstars. Now we have Titus O'Neil wanting to be in his home crowd, so that's a bruiser, and then that leaves us with fighters. Now here's the issue. We have no heel fighters, but Titus wanted to be out in front of the home crowd. We could put a promo on him potentially. So now looking at popularity, got Tyler Breeze at the top, and then now we got some options, so we can actually put him against one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Got fighter and a bruiser, keep those ratings nice and high. Let's get Titus O'Neil is not great on the mic, so we'll give him a charity promo. We have Mandy Rose is going to be facing Cora Cut at the pay-per-view. Cora's on her last week of some superstar training. That way we can make that level 4 match nice and good and have some real good potential for Cora Cut. So let's get Mandy Rose a promo. That way her popularity doesn't sink. And then, honestly, because we have one half Breezango, one half Elias and Otis, I say let's get Sheamus on a promo as well. Once again, it's going to be a charity promo because he doesn't have a promo level of 4 or 5. And now going into our logistics arena, we're going to max that out. We have a new unlock for advertisement. It's going to be huge for the ratings because if you've noticed, you gain more fans the higher this is. So we're going to purchase that one Max that one out. Hit our special effects. Hit our crew. And now the show cost is getting really close to the budget, which unfortunately is not going to allow us to have either this tables card or a double cost card. Now, on the bright side, because of having the run-in on a champion, I'm going to get a superstar training card, which we would actually be able to use on Vikki MacLeod after TLC. And that's even if there's even room for these two on the match card at TLC. And we can actually, for WrestleMania, have a level 4 rivalry between Lana and Vikki, and a good match too if we give her that superstar training card. So that's going to work out pretty well. Now, with that being said, let's get into the match card. First, we have Roman Reigns versus R-Truth. Brock Lesnar interfering on the current champion, Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns picks up the win. More than likely it was by DQ, and it was a 3.5 star match, which is good to see. Titus O'Neil getting 5,000 fans for the brand. We have the current SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka, versus potential number 1 contender, or with potential number 1 contender, Nikki ASH, versus the former champion, Charlotte Flair, will be going against Asuka at TLC. And another potential number 1 contender for the championship, Shayna Baszler, in a tag match. And the winner of that one is going to be the heel, Charlotte Flair and Shayna Baszler. Shayna has just been on an absolute roll through this My GM series. Mandy Rose gets us another 5,000 fans. Then we have one half of the tag champs, Otis, versus one half of Breezango, Tyler Breeze, in a singles match. Tyler Breeze picks up the W. He's been doing very well in this My GM mode, but only a 2.5 star match. That's okay, because in the middle, Sheamus gets us another 5,000. And now, we haven't seen it since Backlash. Let's get into Lana versus Vikki MacLeod. We have some boos in the crowd. It seems like the crowd's not that excited for this match, but let's get them excited. We got Vikki MacLeod going in with some swings and some strikes, bringing Lana to the ground, starting off strong and taunting the crowd with her strength, with what we can assume is her military background based on her attire. And then we saw it Backlash, and if you've not seen it already, make sure to see the Backlash pay-per-view, or really just go through this My GM mode series. Vikki MacLeod, I believe, made her debut at Backlash, facing Lana. Big drop kick from Lana. And reversing, now blocking the punches of Vikki, missing slaps. Both of these superstars just missing everything. Sit down, neck breaker to Vikki. But Vikki controlled a good portion of the match at Backlash in her phenomenal debut. But Lana showed a good amount of heart in that match. And Lana now has been taking control of this one, just focusing on the ground game against MacLeod. And she is doing a great job bringing the pain. Probably taking tips from Brock Lesnar. Here comes the pain. Nice little hip toss. Small submission to Vikki. Focusing on the upper back and head, making it so lifting moves would be a little hard. Leaving Vikki a little groggy as well throughout this match. However, not groggy enough. Vikki's starting to get her bearings back with reversal, but Lana coming right back at it. A back and forth between these two superstars who have had some beef going on the past couple weeks. Nice slam by Vikki MacLeod for a main event. Not a lot of star power here, but we have some storytelling going on. And that's what sports entertainment is about. It's about the stories. If you want good wrestling matches, you don't go to WWE, at least the main roster. You go to NXT or AEW or New Japan. That's where you get the good matches. But I don't know. I feel like at TLC we might see, and WrestleMania, I feel like we're going to see a lot of great things come out of those two pay-per-views. Like I said, I was a little curious how this match card was going to work with so many rivalries just completely maxed out. But let's give these two their main event spot. It's only fair, right? We want to give everyone a little bit of spotlight. Everyone deserves that thumbnail for YouTube. Vikki MacLeod, Irish whip to Lana into the steps, and Lana is feeling the damage that Vikki has been bringing throughout this match. And now brings Lana straight into the barricade, shoulder first. And once again, taunting the crowd as she stands on top of Lana and strikes that midsection again. And Lana able to get up. Big slap. to Vikki MacLeod. And Irish whips her somehow. I think something tweaked at Vicky's knee, taking that turn into the announce table. Lana blowing a kiss, but maybe not at the right time. Big clothesline to Lana. Lana then with an elbow to Vikki MacLeod. Brings her up for a suplex. And Vikki now feeling some damage as well. And a big clothesline. Lana getting all fired up here in front of this packed crowd with record-breaking attendance, may I add. Got Lana dragging Vikki into the middle of the ring. Great ring awareness, going for the pin. One, and a kick out at one by Vikki. And Lana can't believe it. She was fired up for this match. And then by the hair, slams Vikki. Picks her up straight to the ground. Now going for this submission maneuver. That's a great way to stretch the hips there. Vikki clearly quite flexible. A great reversal. And Lana blocking everything Vicky's throwing at her. Vikki dodges Lana. Clothesline to the Ravishing Russian. And then big slap to Vikki MacLeod. Has her up. Backbreaker. Now continuing on that ground game on Vikki that she's been so successful at throughout this match. And big headbutt. Lana now picking up steam in this match again. Not allowing Vikki to keep the momentum as long as she did at Backlash. Lana goes for a move. Vikki with a reversal. Now Vikki going for her signature. Has her up. Down she goes. And Lana is hurting. And Vicky's looking to put this match away. Is she going to be able to put her away first try? Or is Lana going to kick out like we saw at Backlash? Last ride to Lana. Going for that pin. 1, 2. And Lana kicks out. Lana continuing to show the heart against this rookie. And now Vikki continuing to bring the pain. And now the crowd into it saying we're not worthy. Vikki going for another pin on the ropes though. Dirty pin. Lana able to kick out. Vikki cannot believe it. She had the leverage and everything. And Lana managed to somehow kick out with the odds stacked against her. Vikki just continuing to bring the fight. And taunts Lana as she's in the corner. Cranking out the arm. Another powerful clothesline to Lana. Lana greatly holding her ribs. She might be hurt. And Vikki continuing to focus on that midsection. Oh, and now here's something we haven't seen her do. High risk, high reward. Off she goes from the top rope. Giant splash going for the pin. 2. And Lana kicks out. Somehow able to tough out the damage done to the ribs. Once again, another splash. Going for yet another pin. 2. Lana kicks out yet again. Vikki just totally focused on that midsection. Here comes Lana. Another T-bone suplex by Vikki. Another pin after another midsection strike. Lana still kicking out. Vikki has no idea what to do. She's trying everything she can think of. And oh, there's Lana's finisher. Out of nowhere, looking to put Vikki away. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And Lana with all the heart in the world yet again. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you have recommendations for the rest of this series or another series, don't be afraid to leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next episode for the first half of TLC. Have a great day.